Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're peeling back the layers on something pretty fascinating. We're looking at the online identity of a content creator, specifically how they present themselves, all in their own words.
Yeah, our source material for this deep dive comes straight from the creator themselves, VWGAMERLAND. Found it across their YouTube channel descriptions. So it's a direct look, how they want to be seen.
Exactly. And our mission, really, is to explore just that. How does someone build this kind of rich, multi-layered identity online? We're talking about blending personal stuff with creative passions all out there in the open. It's really about self-definition in today's digital world and what that actually means.
Okay, let's dive right into it then. The creator is VWGAMERLAND. Though they actually say you can call them VW, they literally write your choice.
Which is interesting right off the bat, isn't it?
Yeah, it feels like an invitation, like setting a certain tone.
Definitely. And then what's really striking is how quickly they share some very personal details. They mention having autism, ADHD, and ODD, oppositional defiant disorder. Right, up front, not buried somewhere.
No, it's presented as like a core part of who they are online. And putting these neurodevelopmental conditions out there first, that's a statement.
It really is, especially maybe in, say, gaming spaces.
Precisely. Where sometimes it's all about the anonymous or, the super curated persona. This feels like a move towards radical transparency. It challenges things.
And it doesn't stop there with the personal info.
Not at all.
They tell us they're an American Florida person, gives you a sense of place, which is kind of grounding online.
It is, yeah. Anchors them a bit.
And then also very direct about their bisexuality.
Right, and even gives percentages, mostly like women, 65%, 35% men.
That level of specific detail?
Wow.
It's quite something. It goes beyond just stating an identity. It's showing the specifics.
So it's not just here's some facts.
Yeah.
It feels more like a deliberate self-portrait. Exactly. It's a choice about how to be authentic online. Many people use the internet to, maybe hide parts of themselves or craft something ideal. VW seems to be doing the opposite, leaning into the complexities.
So this mix of neurodiversity, sexuality, location, it creates a very specific kind of online presence.
I think so. It suggests that authenticity for them means showing the full picture, not just the polished bits. It pushes against that sort of curated perfection we see so much of.
And that vulnerability could actually build a stronger connection, right, with the audience.
Potentially, yes. Especially if people in the audience share those experiences or just value that kind of openness. It shapes how you see the creator. Beyond just, the games they play. You see the person.
Okay, so there's all this deep personal sharing, but then there's this other huge element that kind of ties it all together.
The gaming.
Yes, they just flat out say, in all caps usually, I love to play video games.
That passion really comes through. It feels like the core driver for the content.
So despite the personal depth, the main activity is clearly gaming.
Definitely. Their main YouTube channel at VWGAMERLAND is all about that. And they list the games too. Trailmakers, Fortnite, Minecraft, GTA, MK, etc.
Quite a mix there. Sandbox, action, popular stuff.
Yeah, it's broad. Suggests they're not trying to be a super niche pro gamer, maybe. More about sharing the fun of playing lots of different things.
Catering to a wider gaming audience, maybe?
Could be. It fits with the community vibe, perhaps. Sharing enjoyment.
But then they also have another channel.
Right, at VWGAMERLAND 2.0.
Which they call a personal channel. And say they might post randomness stuff and music here.
That separation is interesting. It's a common strategy, actually.
How so?
Well, it lets them keep their main channel focused purely on gaming, which is probably their main draw. Keeps the brand clear. But also gives them an outlet for other creative things, the randomness, without, confusing the main audience.
So one channel for the core passion, another for everything else. Makes sense.
Exactly. It manages expectations. And they even tell people, subscribe to my main channel, VWGAMERLAND.
Clearly setting the priority.
Yeah. And there's also that link to refusion.com/VWGAMERLAND.
Right. What's that? AI music.
Seems like it. Refusion is often about AI-generated music or sound, so another creative avenue.
So gaming focus, but also broader creative interests shared across different spaces.
It shows a multifaceted creative identity alongside the personal one, and they're managing how they present all these different parts. It's quite strategic.
Smart, authentic, but also organized.
You could say that? And that central theme, I love to play video games,
Yeah.
just keeps coming back.
It really does. It feels like the anchor for everything else they're doing online. The passion is clear.
The driving force.
Okay, so we've sort of unpacked the different pieces of VW Gamerland's online self-presentation. What does this all mean for us, for you listening? How does this example maybe change how we think about online identity?
Well, it really makes you think about what authenticity means online, doesn't it?
Mm.
VW's profile is this blend of deeply personal stuff, neurodiversity, sexuality, and clear passions like gaming and music. It challenges that old idea of separating the creator from the content. Here, the person behind the screen, with all their complexity, seems just as important as the games.
It's not just a persona playing a game, it's a whole person sharing their experience, which includes the gaming.
Precisely. And this very comprehensive self-description, this kind of radical transparency, does it build a different kind of connection?
A deeper one, maybe. More resilient.
Possibly. It invites the audience to connect on a more personal level, based on shared identity or just appreciation for the openness.
And those direct calls to action like, subscribe to my channel, please. They feel different in this context.
How so?
Well, it's not just subscribe for more Fortnite videos. It feels more like subscribe to support me, this whole person doing this thing I love.
That's a great point. It feels less transactional, perhaps, more relational. It's an invitation to join a community built around this specific, openly shared identity.
Yeah, building a community around the person, not just the topic.
Yeah, think about the potential impact. By being so open about neurodiversity, for instance, VW might attract and create a space for others with similar experiences within the gaming community. That fosters a sense of belonging, of being seen, which can be incredibly powerful online.
It moves beyond just watching videos.
Right. It becomes about shared understanding, shared identity almost. It's using the platform not just for content, but for connection based on who you are.
So it's a very modern way of being online, perhaps, embracing the messiness and the specifics.
I think it reflects a broader trend, yeah, where people are pushing back against perfectly polished online facades and valuing something, well, more real, even if that realness is complicated. VW Gamerland is a really strong example of someone choosing that path deliberately.
So wrapping this up, it's clear VW Gamerland presents this really unique blend. Candid about personal life, neurodiversity, sexuality, but also super passionate about gaming and creating stuff online. They've really crafted this detailed self-portrait using their own words, their own platforms.
It's a fascinating case study in digital self-presentation and leaves us with something important to think about. In this online world, which can often feel quite superficial, what happens when someone shares so much of their authentic, complex self like VW does? How does that kind of intentional, multifaceted openness, embracing neurodiversity, personal identity, and passions actually change the way we connect online? Does it redefine authenticity itself? And maybe, just maybe, does it help build more meaningful digital communities for everyone?
Definitely something to chew on. A lot to think about there regarding how we all navigate these digital spaces. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive. We hope it gives you some food for thought about online identity and the power of authentic self-expression.